Yo guys, welcome back to that intellectual video. You know what I mean? So today we have a random draw generator. This was made by Oddity Draws, big up yourself. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna generate who we're drawing and then what they're doing. So the first off, we have 1, 2, 3, let's see. We have Arnold
Schwarzenegger is here. You know him? Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know him?
Schwarzenegger.
I didn't say that.
So this is what Arnold Schwarzenegger looks like. For those of you who don't know, a very muscular guy. I think an Olympian or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, he acted in the movie Terminator. For those of you who need more reference. What is he doing? 3, 2, 1. He is cooking. So we're drawing Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he's Gordon Ramsay. So as usual, start off with a sketch, lay the foundation for the house. You can't be on a roof if you don't have a floor. So we start with the foundation, and in art, that is the sketch. So one tips for all the intellectual artists out there is that sketch before you draw. Let the sketch flow. Don't do these chicken scratches that I see sometimes on TikTok. Just sketch, like let the pencil flow, and then afterwards, this is not the stage where you are worried about detail. This is the stage where you just try to get a feel of what the object looks like. So you just try to get a feel. You realize it kind of looks dirty, looks messy, looks like your living room right now. But just try to see what the object is saying to you, you know? What it's speaking to you. This is a revelation. Check. One thing I like about digital art too, you can move around and you can undo. Sometimes when I'm drawing pencil and paper or I'm painting, I'm looking for the undo button. But yeah, that's a whole different ball game, guys. But though I like software, if you guys interested in software I use, it's called Critter. It's free, by the way, free. I'll put it in the description for you guys, so you can go ahead and they're not paying me. But you guys can support me because now I'm on Patreon. As you can see from my last video, I started a Patreon. Only one member so far, but yeah, hopefully you guys can, you know, feel sorry for me or something. But what I decided to do as well is to make my Discord server public. So I'm having a lot for you guys in the description today. So I'm having my Patreon, my Discord. I'll put a link to Critter, my usual socials, Instagram, TikTok. But yeah, I'll make my Discord public for you guys. So if you want to be a part of an art community, then feel free to join my Discord. No cap. So right, back to the drawing. One of the hardest part of the drawing was the face. Just getting a likeness. In the sketch phase, it didn't really look like Arnold to me. But yeah, I just pulled through, to be honest. It was hard, but we made it. We made it, guys. So yeah, I didn't watch it too much too. Might have vomit or something. But yeah, I think it was okay for the time being, so I just moved on to the other muscles. And one thing that helped me in drawing muscles and drawing any part of the human body is visually studying anatomy. So that's why I call it an intellectual process for all artists and anyone who's interested in the human body. Something I do is visually study anatomy. So I look at anatomical figures of the human, and then I try to replicate it in drawing. So if you see some of maybe in my shorts, you would see that I have drawings of the anatomy, the spine. I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can know what I'm talking about, so that I could get a better understanding. It really helps for artists, for drawing, for people who draw, it really helps knowing the anatomy so that you can replicate what is on top of the anatomy, which is the skin and the face and the so on and the blah blah and the cha cha and the rah rah and the sha sha. This part of the drawing is the outline. So this is like the easiest part. You already have the foundation, you have the house there ready to, no, you don't have the house yet, but you have the foundation, and now you could start building, right? So the outline, you're just drawing the heaviest part of the sketch, right? The part of the sketch that you're sure on, you're just drawing over it, and make sure you leave no spaces in between the lines, right? So that makes it easier for when you want to use a fill tool later on. But if you're using any, I think it applies for most digital software. If you use a fill tool and there's spaces in between your lines, then the painting would overflow and it would cause a whole mess all over the canvas. So you make sure you close up all those spaces in between the lines, the black lines, so make the painting process easier. Also, I have a general message for artists, because sometimes I feel art these days, especially on social media, is not appreciated as it should be. You know what I mean? You see these dumb trends get viral, go viral, but someone spends like 5 hours on a piece of drawing, 6, 7, 8 hours on a piece of drawing to get like minimum 100 views, 500 views, 600 views. And I want to tell you, as an artist, don't give up. You know, you have to start somewhere, and it's unfortunate that the algorithm would sometimes favor dumb content, or content that, I won't say dumb, but it doesn't really add any value to anybody, but would not give artists enough appreciation. So I just want to say, don't give up. Just keep on striving, keep on doing your art, and hopefully one day you may reach the right audience, the right people, the right intellectuals to appreciate your art. And if you don't feel appreciated, you can join our Discord. It's in the description. I will make sure that, you know, I shout out your art. I'll make your art reach for the audiences. So yeah, so as you can see, I use a fill tool for the skin complexion, and I couldn't use it for the hair because I used too much lines for the hair, so I just had to manually color the hair, which is no problem because the hair is a small thing to do, and then do the highlights for the hair. So this was probably one of the hardest part of the painting. That's the shading. For some reason, I struggle with understanding where the light is, but I'm never in the darkness. Ho. But for real, when I'm drawing, I tend to struggle how to properly place the shadows of an object. Because I didn't use the shadows in the reference, I made my own shadows. It's kind of hard. So what helped me, and if you guys need any tips, try to, when you place the shadows, step back at the painting, go and do something else, maybe go and draw, eat, you know, whatever, and then come back to the painting, you see it in a fresher light. That's how that will help me to really recognize where the shadows are where it's supposed to be. And I think it helped. I'm not saying I got it perfect, but I think it helped. I think I didn't flop completely, at least. So yeah. Y'all would never guess what happened while I was drawing this, right? So me thinking I'm recording, spent an hour plus doing art, extra art, but I don't know what you're seeing on the screen. Coming to realize that all the time I was not recording my screen, so I lost an hour plus of footage. So I'm so sorry, guys. Please don't send the FBI for me to shoot me down for lost footage, but I'll just have to show you the results and I'll just tell you what I did. So what I did, I draw the pot, same principle I use for drawing Schwarzenegger. I draw the pot. So I did the sketch, outline, color, then the shading, and then I did a background. That's the second thing I did. I did a background and I made it appear. I used a different brush to make it appear as if he's glowing. So I used the soft brush, one of the soft brush, I don't even know what it's called, but I use a soft brush. So I would show you the results. Tell me what you think, tell me how I did in the comments. Be nice, please don't hurt my feelings. But yeah, tell me how I did in the comments below.